Good morning, Year 8. Hope you're okay and that your families are all well too. I don't know how you fix for getting a bit of music work done, but in case you can and want to, then I'm going to post something every week for Year 8s to do while we're not at school. First thing I thought I'd do though is just show you around the Year 8 team that I've made, and everyone in the year group is in this team. So when you log on to Teams, you should appear here first of all. Click in Year 8 Music, and here is our general channel. These are called channels. So what you'll find is that I put some instructions on the general channel, which is just my welcome to you all. But for lesson by lesson, the instructions will appear over here. Now, the first thing you might struggle with is that over on your screen, these might not appear. If it doesn't appear, it'll say hidden channels, and all you need to do is click and have the instructions appear for you, and it'll say show on the screen, so you click and find that. Once you're there, open up my instructions, and here we are. So we're going to today do four things. We're going to click back on the class notebook in the general page. We'll go back there in a minute. There are two worksheets to complete, one on salsa and one on film music, so this is a bit of a revision thing just to get us going. I'll show you where those worksheets are in the class notebook in a minute. Then finally, just a listening exercise, nothing to do other than listen to this piece. Come back on here, click on the link and listen to this piece of music by Mozart. It lasts for about 4 minutes. I think for a first go that'll be enough for us to have a go at. Okay, so I come for my instruction number 1, I want the class notebook, and we're going to look for the worksheets on salsa and film music. So back on the general page, and at the top of the screen you click on class notebook. So in the class notebook there are two areas that we're going to use. The first one is the content library, which has got some student help sheets in, and here we go. So this is like out of your workbook at school, so your knowledge organizer. But we also need your worksheets, and this is where you're going to do today's work. So click on your name. I'm using a student test account here, and remember I said it's salsa first, then film music next. No idea why these don't quite list in order, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. Salsa worksheet, here we go. And again, this is information that we've done before earlier in the year, but this is just a bit of revision. And you can see here that there's a sheet. As you type in here, sorry, I can't type and talk at the same time. I can see what you typed, so I can look through these and see everything that you've typed. Okay, so that's hopefully really good, really easy for you to do. What happens if you're stuck though? What happens if you can't remember what these things are? At the top of the screen there is a salsa Quizlet set. Click on it and it will open. And you can revise your salsa, go through the flashcards, have a bit of a go at this. There we go. And then when you've got your terms that you want to remember, or your instruments, they're all here. Then you can come back to your class notebook and then you can complete the worksheet. Okay, so that's the salsa one. Then film music, same again. Don't use this planning sheet, that's just something I'll put in there for later. We're on the worksheet here. Okay, so I clicked on the worksheet, and again at the top of the screen there is a link to Quizlet set, and away we go. So all the Quizlet stuff that you need is in there. Remember, click on the slide and it flips it over for you. So that's your class notebook. Okay, class notebook. Just showing you again, sorry, screen's taking a moment to load. And then navigate using the button there. Content library is where I put my help sheets. Your own individual worksheets that you can type in, they all come under your name and it'll have your name there. Now, what happens if you get stuck? You can't do something, you want to ask me a question. You come over to the channel over here, which again may be hidden, and you have to unhide it, and you click Ask Your Teacher. So you can't type a new post into here, but what you can do is you can reply to my post. Okay, so I'd like you to read the instructions carefully. Remember that whatever you post here, anyone in the year group can see, and I can obviously see. So it is completely important that we are sensible. You're asking a direct question to me. You are not using this to chat to each other, and I shall be not very pleased with anyone that abuses this. I'm sure you won't. I'm sure you'll be really sensible. Okay, so just remember that, please, when you're using this. So hopefully that's going to help you out, and those instructions will help you. So just to remind you, your 3 channels: general, where I just put some general information, but that's where you get to your class notebook, and that's where you get to your Quizlet slides. Your lesson instructions, click on see more. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up when you've read them, and then ask your teacher. You can reply to me and you could say, sir, I'm stuck. Okay, I'm sure that we'll get there with this in the end. Fingers crossed everyone can get a bit of music work done, and I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing some nice work from everyone, and I'll set some more next week. Thank you, bye.